Was I shocked when Jay said the line in Picasso Baby? Yes, because we've talked about that. We have a history that supersedes music, and we know how this business works. We sit back and we laugh at those rumors. We laugh at that. I think he began to feel the pressure because people were saying my age, the age thing. She was 15, 14. She was 15, 14. And after a while, that gets to a person. The Jay I know, the Sean I know, never comes out of character. So
I never stuck my the Fox's box, but damn if I ain't open Pandora's box. They try to slander your man on CNN and Fox. My Miranda just don't stand a chance.
Oh God, let me tell you what's brewing in these entertainment streets. The ball isn't just rolling in Jay-Z's direction, it's coming at him like a Category 5 hurricane. And just when you thought things couldn't get any juicier, we've got Miss Foxy Brown herself reportedly ready to spill all the tea she's been holding on to for decades. Baby, when I tell you it's over for Jay-Z, it is over. Word on the street is that Foxy has been telling people behind those closed doors that she's finally ready to speak her truth. And honey, it's messier than a toddler eating spaghetti.
So what I realized is most people are hypocritical. They stuck on words. That's why they ignore most people's actions like celebrities. That's why they ignore our actions for so long. When he was child, that's why they ignored Jay-Z's action. When Foxy Brown came out and said he was putting that horse, in the Source magazine. Remember that interview? You might be too young. Foxy Brown came out and said Jay-Z was she was 16.
Now, darling, clutch your pearls because this next part is absolutely shocking. A Jane Doe has come forward with allegations that will make your head spin faster than a disco ball. In her filing against Diddy, she dropped a bombshell that's shaking the entire industry to its core, claiming both Diddy and Jay-Z, Lord, give me strength, forced themselves on her when she was just 13. And if that wasn't horrifying enough, another female celebrity allegedly stood there and watched the whole thing like it was some kind of twisted spectacle. Let me break down this nightmare for you, Sugar, because it gets worse with every detail. According to the lawsuit, this precious child was dropped off at the VMAs at Radio City Music Hall by a friend. Since she didn't have a ticket, bless her heart, she started approaching different limo drivers trying to find her way into the show or an after party. That's when she met this driver who claimed to work for Diddy. And chilly, what he said next makes my blood run cold. He told her she was exactly what Diddy was looking for. The hair on the back of my neck is standing up just typing this. 20 minutes later, this innocent baby found herself at some White House with a U-shaped driveway. Can you believe they made her sign what she thought was an NDA? Basically telling this child to keep her mouth shut about whatever horror was about to unfold. Then, and this part makes me sick to my stomach, they gave her a drink that made her feel woozy and lightheaded. This poor baby felt so bad she had to lie down. And she found what looked like an empty bedroom with just a large bed. Nothing else, no TV, no furniture, nothing, like it was set up for exactly what they had planned. What happened next, Saints, is just, I need a moment to collect myself. According to the lawsuit, Combs and Jay-Z entered that room and violated her. This precious child managed to escape, but get this, and this part right here shows you how evil this whole situation was, even though there were other people at this party. Not a single soul tried to help her or even noticed her distress. She had to run to the nearest gas station to call her daddy for help. The aftermath of this trauma? Lord, have mercy. This woman fell into such a deep depression that it's still affecting every single aspect of her life today. We're talking PTSD, stress-induced seizures, and she can barely maintain normal relationships. She's basically withdrawn from society. Can you even imagine carrying that kind of pain for so many years? Now, honey, this lawsuit right here, it's got people talking and digging deep into Jay-Z's real involvement with Diddy. We're talking decades of friendship, and people are saying one of two things. Either Jay-Z was right there participating in whatever Diddy was doing, or at the very minimum, he knew what was happening and turned a blind eye. Either way, it's not looking good for Mr. Carter. But wait, there's more tea to spill. People are now digging into Jay's own past, especially his relationship with underage girls like Foxy Brown. Child, let me tell you about this mess because it's a whole situation. Jay-Z and Foxy collaborated throughout the 90s, with Jay writing songs for her debut album. Their first big hit was on the Nutty Professor soundtrack in 1996. But here's the gag, they recorded it in 1994. Since Foxy was born in September 1978, that means she was just 15. A whole child. And honey, the lyrics? Jesus be a fence. At 15, this baby was singing about her man, supposedly Jay-Z, sleeping around, but she didn't mind because he kept her dripping in diamonds and leather. Then there's this song, Il Na Na, Chile. The lyrics Jay wrote, talking about hunting down the brown fox. I can't even repeat some of the other songs. They were just too graphic for a 15, 16-year-old. Who lets a grown man write such suggestive lyrics for a teenager? Make it make sense. But that's not even the half of it, Saints. There were rumors flying everywhere about Foxy and Jay being an item, a grown man pushing 30 dating a teenager. According to the streets, Jay was funding her shopping sprees, paying for her hair and nails while she was still in high school. Someone who went to school with Foxy spilled all the tea, saying Jay would pull up to Westinghouse to pick her up. Everybody and their mama knew they were together. The audacity of this man to be so bold about it. And child, hold on to your wigs because it gets even messier. There were rumors about a tape, yes, that kind of tape, involving Foxy, Jay-Z, and Jamie Foxx in a threesome. Word on the street is that Jay-Z had Foxy sign multiple gag orders after this incident, and wouldn't you know it, the tape mysteriously got stolen from her home. When these allegations came out, Foxy denied everything to TMZ, calling it atrocious and disgusting. But honey, people are saying Jay-Z probably paid her to keep quiet. And knowing what we know about Jay-Z's tactics, it wouldn't be the first time he...
Did I sign it? It sounds like you...
All I'm saying is in this industry, when we live in these glass houses...
It seems like you got a question for Jay. Ask him. Don't ask me his questions, bro. I'm not taking it.
I'm not just... Okay.
Y'all can keep asking me questions.
We're moving on.
Y'all keep asking me questions y'all want to ask him, because he ain't here. Ask him. Do with that, and I don't even know nothing about that. And now I don't even want to remember nothing about that.
You don't want to remember.
I didn't even think about Foxy Brown. I'm like, why you asking me about Foxy Brown?
Now, let me tell you what happened when Jay-Z was done with Foxy. It's enough to break your heart into a million pieces. Not only did he dump her like yesterday's trash, but this man used his influence to blacklist her from the music industry. That's why this incredibly talented artist's career went down the drain faster than water in a sink. The pain and depression from being used and dumped by Jay-Z allegedly led Foxy down a destructive path that would make anyone's soul weep. Let me count the ways this poor girl acted out, honey. At 17, she got a 30-day suspended sentence for spitting on hotel workers. In 2000, she crashed her Range Rover and got arrested for driving with a suspended license. Chile, in 2002, she had drama at Jamaica Airport with a policewoman and didn't even show up to court. Then, in 2004, she got into it with manicurists over a measly $20 bill. The cherry on top, in 2005, this girl got handcuffed to a court bench for sticking her tongue out at the judge. Can you believe? This was what became of her after Jay-Z was done using her for his own benefit. But wait, because this tea is about to get even hotter. Prosecutors are eyeing Foxy Brown like a hawk because they think she's got crucial information about Tupac's death. They believe she saw Keffi D in Las Vegas that fateful night. And baby, this isn't just speculation. It's right there in black and white in Keffi D's own book. He wrote about meeting Foxy while getting a weapon from Eric Zip. Let me read you this extract that's got everyone's tongues wagging. As I walked up to the driver's side window, I noticed that the rapper Foxy Brown was in the car with Zip. So he instructed her to step out of the car and motioned for me to jump in. Chile, the details in this book are everything the prosecutors need. And you know what they say, one thread leads to another. The plot thickens like grandmother's gravy, darling. This could lead straight back to Diddy and Jay-Z. With all this RICO investigation and money laundering mess, plus these horrifying allegations about trafficking young girls across borders, Lord have mercy. Foxy Brown might just be the final nail in Jay-Z's coffin. The feds are already asking questions about his involvement with young girls, including Rihanna and Baby. This investigation is getting deeper by the minute. And let's not forget about that money trail, honey. If the authorities follow those dollar bills as far back as when Bad Boy Records was formed, they're bound to find Jay-Z's fingerprints all over it. He was working so closely with Diddy back then, there's no way he can claim ignorance. The walls are closing in faster than a Venus flytrap. I am literally sitting on the edge of my seat, clutching my pearls, waiting to see how this all unfolds. The dominoes are falling one by one, and it looks like Jay-Z's past might finally be catching up with him. Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this tea isn't just hot, it's scalding. And something tells me we haven't even heard the half of it yet. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over.